Terence Crawford versus ERROL Spence. Where does that fight stand right now?
Max, yeah, I agree. One of the best fights you can make, probably the best fight, and still really close to being made. No real obstacles, I'm told. It's looking like November in Las Vegas. And these guys are on the, I would say, the 2-yard line. I don't see any way this fight doesn't happen. Of course, this is boxing, so you never do know. But I would fully expect Crawford versus Spence November in Las Vegas.
Wow, ESPN now reporting that Crawford Spence is looking really close. Not a done deal, but looking like it's on the 2-yard line. And the ESPN reporter says he fully expects for the fight to happen. Undisputed, November. Yeah, let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Well, ESPN has just taken to Max Kellerman's show. The ESPN reporter says he fully expects Spence versus Crawford. It's on the 2-year line. I mean, you guys just heard it. I let you listen to the clip, and it sounds promising. We'll just say that. Now, this is not much different from my guy interviewed Steven Espinoza for the channel, and Steven Espinoza says it's about 70-80% in progress, you know, not to give anyone false hope. Now, I know some people, they're tired, they just want to see it. They're like, oh, Ego, just let me know when the fight happens. Listen, this is my job. This is what I do full time. So I got to give you the heat. And this has just been the process for this particular fight. I know everybody wants to see it, but this has been a long time coming, and I'm sure it's delicate negotiations, certain things that Bud Crawford obviously probably wants or feels he's worth. There's certain things that Errol Spence as an A-side probably wants and demands. You know, Bud already went on Sean Porter's podcast and stated that it has to be a neutral territory, because that one statement, you know, if Bud's being true to his word, then that changes things, because who knows, they could have been possibly looking at AT&T Stadium, but if Bud and his team are not willing to travel to Texas because they feel it'll be too biased of a crowd or judging scenario, then it is what it is, you know? So they gotta take this and make it work, because this is, I'm not gonna say once in a lifetime, but it's been a long time coming for this particular fight. Fans have been wanting to see it. Terence Crawford says he's wanted it, but his situation hasn't really allowed for it. He was with top-ranked Bob Arum, and there was inherent problems in making the fight. So with all that being understood, you really don't want to mess this up. You know, if you've come this close, you're in negotiations, both guys are saying they want it, the situation is allowing for the fight to possibly be had, you know, you got to be very specific. And I tell you guys all the time, like I seen DAZN, Joe Markowski, you know, one of the VPs at DAZN, he just tweeted something to Steven Espinoza talking about making Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, and things like that. And to me, that's one of the biggest rookie mistakes. What I've learned in all my years of covering boxing is when you try to negotiate a fight in public, it usually backfires. The more public the fight becomes and the more available it is to the masses and the public, the worse it is for the chances of that fight actually happening next and without problems. Because you got to understand, when you do something, and I know we live in a microwave society, TikTok world and Instagram reels and YouTube shorts, and people want the boom, boom, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and the stay on their phones all day. I get it, but at the end of the day, this is what fans have said and stated that they want and they're clamoring for. So you got to make it work, and you got to make it make sense, and it's all hands on deck. Joe Markowski with DAZN trying to negotiate on Twitter and things like that. You just really open the floodgates for everybody with an opinion. And as we know on the internet, everybody got an opinion. So that's usually not conducive to having a professional conversation, because imagine like planning your wedding and you're trying to plan it on Instagram. So you're like doing polls. It's going to be all over the place. You're like, oh, should we do the wedding in Jamaica, the Bahamas? Should we go to Hawaii? And you're asking and waiting for the responses of the internet. You know what I'm saying? It would be all over the place. Some people say, oh, go to Jamaica, because personally, maybe they have a bias towards Jamaica. They have family in Jamaica, or they've been there and they loved it and they didn't have a good experience in Hawaii. But that's why on my channel, I don't really worry too much about the opinions of sheep. I'm a wolf. You know, to protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. Are you a sheep? Are you a wolf? I'm a wolf. And, you know, I'm not saying you can't listen to anyone's opinion, but when you listen to the opinions of too many, that could be problematic as well. So it's good to find in life that little fine balance. So although it's been annoying, you know, people are like growing in anticipation and worry and, you know, wondering. I've seen, you know, there's been fake news about Spence and Crawford. Some have pretended to have like an inside source on what's going on. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, ESPN is now reporting this, and the information that's available, if we Sherlock Holmes this and piece it together, it does sound promising for this fight to happen in November. People were previously saying around Halloween, but literally like October 30th or 31st or right around there. So November's not bad. I just want to see the fight. Crawford's a brilliant fighter. Errol Spence, a brilliant fighter. And this needs to be put to rest. We need to, once and for all, get to find out who's the king of the jungle. You know, who is the man, who is the creme de la creme, El Capitan of the welterweights. So yeah, I'm real happy. I want to see the fight. I think Undisputed is what the game needs. We've seen some great fights. Jermell Charlo, Castaño Part 2. We've seen Canelo and Caleb Plant, which was a solid fight. They fought for Undisputed. Recently, Devin Haney went to Australia and got him a scalp over George Kambosos Jr. So in general, when you see unifications, namely undisputed unifications, where it's all the belts on the line, those are usually produce pretty good fights. And I mean, I can't imagine feeling any different with Crawford versus Errol Spence, just based on neither guy's been in a boring fight. Let me know what you guys think. SLC, subscribe, like, comment. I will keep you guys posted as any more information comes out, and I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.